You're talking about what's written on top of the letter.
Okay,
Under the
alright,
letter.
okay, let me...
exactly the
Bro,
same.
you're straw manning my point.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, is every Quran written letter for letter, dot for dot, exactly the same?
Yes. Dot for dot. Yes.
You just said the dot moved to the
That's
bottom.
not the dot. It's only pronounced different.
Why?
Between two different ways of reading the Quran recitation.
It's based on the diacritical marks.
Recitation.
The vowelization.
Recitation.
Is it written exactly the same?
Yes.
No, it's
Every
not.
Quran is written
My
exactly.
friend,
I
how can-
guarantee you.
You just said there was a definition. You said according to the Quran, it has been preserved. So I said, show me the verse where it shows what the definition of preservation is.
And our parents the people who wrote Jesus Christ on earth had
Just let me know what
Of course, first he was
I don't want to come on further,
resurrection
man.
or
I'll catch you later, man.
resurrection it doesn't matter what he believes after that because he can't get revelation. So he did his best to believe in the truth as was taught by Jesus.
So are you saying Allah deceived James? My question is, if James, from a historical perspective, believed that Jesus died and was resurrected and became a believer in who Jesus was as the Messiah after the crucifixion, are you saying, because you said it doesn't matter, he didn't receive revelation, are you, because my point is that Muslims are appealing to James as an
all the disciples
right.
besides Paul.
So are you saying that Allah deceived all these disciples who had the same belief and conviction that Jesus died and was resurrected? So Allah deceived them. Allah. Because the Quran says it was made to appear, but it was not him. Right?
Was it made to appear? No, we didn't say it's on him. We said it was made to appear that he was.
Right. So what does that mean?
So that means that
it was not him.
that
Right.
The guy who entered the house.
No,
Yes.
it could be him. It could not be. Basically, it's being shown. People are being. What they're seeing is that he's being crucified.
Right. So that's why I said to you, if his disciples believe that he was, including James, and they believe that Jesus died and was resurrected, my question was a simple one. That means you're basically saying Allah deceived even the disciples
Why are they saying this?
because they believed in the death and resurrection of
But
Christ.
how would they know that he was?
That means they were deceived.
No, they were not deceived.
How, if they don't know, that means they're believing in something that's not true.
The Quran tells us he was neither crucified
Right.
nor killed.
Okay, look,
Simple.
this is let me break it down.
So the resurrection doesn't make sense to us.
If James believed that Jesus was crucified, was he true in his belief or false in his belief?
No, he was true in his belief because he wanted to believe the truth. He was not wrong in his belief because
Right.
he wanted to believe what was correct according to Jesus.
So if
because they're not getting revelation, how are they going to know whether he's
right? So you said he was true in his belief.
like he
So if he thought it was true, that means he's been deceived. Because the truth was that if Jesus wasn't crucified, he was wrong in his belief, even if it was
we don't know
sincere.
what Jesus taught.
Why would? But you're saying
we're saying is-
regardless of what Jesus taught. Listen, let me start from the beginning. If someone believed that Jesus was crucified, it's either they saw it.
Yeah, but it's appeared to them.
That's what exactly. So if it appeared to his disciples, that means they were deceived into believing that Jesus was crucified when he wasn't.
No, why is that deception? It's not
A deception is believing something to be true when it isn't.
I don't know if I can use this kind of a word.
Okay,
but
what is?
basically,
Give me the
it was made to
definition.
appear so.
Right. So give
All
me
I
the
can say is it was made
definition
to appear.
of someone believing in something to be true when it isn't true. What do you call that?
Well, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, right? It was a miracle that Jesus came around
So-
and he wasn't killed.
Making a mistake.
Huh?
They were mistaken.
So why were they
They're not
mistaken?
deceived.
No, they were. It
Because
was a
they thought
miracle.
something that wasn't true.
So if you thought it was,
I thought there was a fountain over there, but actually
Right.
it wasn't. Was I deceived?
so how did they see the crucifixion?
Not as far as
We
I
believe in
know.
crucifixion.
Huh?
We believe in
The,
crucifixion.
the disciples right that they saw Jesus after he was.
Do you believe in
Yeah, of course. But what I'm trying to say is the disciples wrote and spoke about
You don't know what it's like.
that they saw the resurrected Christ and they had dinner with him. that they.
The Last Supper, yeah?
No, but that's after. That's before.
After 3 days, okay?
Yeah. So when Jesus was resurrected, he appeared to the disciples.
How did Jesus die when he resurrected?
By
He came back to
crucifixion.
life, right?
Yeah.
He came back to life
Yes.
after crucifixion.
Yes.
How did he die?
He was crucified.
When he came back after 3 days,
Yeah.
when he was resurrected,
Yeah.
how did he die after that?
He ascended to heaven.
How?
He ascended to heaven, as per the Bible. Would you like to see?
For the Quran, as well, he ascended to heaven.
Right.
But without crucifying and without dying.
So then,
That's
this
what we believe.
is my question.
One part of,
So where did the belief that he was crucified come from?
because we don't believe in that.
I said, where did the belief come from? Why did people?
Believe in that word.
I said, why did the original Christians believe?
Where did this tree come from? I didn't believe in that.
But you just said Allah. So Muslims believe that Allah put someone's face on Jesus. Yeah.
I said he was resurrected. You said he was
No, but
resurrected after 3 days.
Was someone crucified?
No.
So there was no.
According to Islam, no. There was no crucifixion.
So when it says it appeared as he was crucified, but he wasn't. In Quran 1, do you have a Quran?
It appeared. Yeah,
415. Shall we read it?
I remember.
So can you repeat the passage?
I neither crucified him nor.
So what does that
killed him,
mean?
Nor did he die.
What does that mean?
That means he was not crucified. He was ascended to heaven.
But why did Allah accuse?
Wanted him to.
Did Allah
Allah
accuse
wanted
the
him-
Jews of claiming to crucify the Messiah? Did Allah accuse the Jews of claiming that they crucified the Messiah?
Appeared to them.
No, but
They have crucified Jesus, but they did not.
Exactly. But did the Jews claim they did?
Yeah, Jews claimed that.
Right. Why did they claim they killed him?
They crucified someone.
So someone was crucified.
Yeah.
So,
But it was not Jesus.
so how?
According to ours, according to our
exactly
belief, it was not
right?
Jesus.
So was someone else's face put on that person? So Allah
believe in that.
caused. So Allah caused someone's face to be put on
be
them.
there.
Huh?
To be there.
Right.
It appeared to them that they
So
had
now,
crucified Jesus.
if I'm at the crucifixion and I see someone being crucified and it looks like Jesus, am I wrong to believe what I'm seeing?
When you say all these things, what's your point?
My point is, Allah deceived the people because he didn't tell anyone what he was doing. So all the disciples.
Revelation after that, okay, he has given the revelation before Jesus was alive, right?
What revelation?
Any revelation, Bible.
Say your statement again.
I'm asking,
Yeah.
did he give the revelation before that Jesus was crucified?
Who did Allah?
Yeah.
No.
Or you can call him any name, the Father.
The,
Let's not call
the,
him Allah the
revela-
Father.
the revelation of the crucifixion.
Any revelation.
You need to
Did
clarify.
Jesus receive
No,
revelation?
Jesus did. No. We
He did not
don't. We
receive.
don't believe what you believe. You
I'm
believe.
asking you,
Yeah,
do you believe
we
in
believe
that?
Jesus was the revelation. So when Jesus spoke, because he was God, it was
The Bible
revelation.
is the word of Jesus.
It's the account of about Jesus. So somewhat, like for
directly
example, let me
the
give you
word
an
of
example.
Jesus.
Like you have hadith.
Yeah, that's different. That's the life of a prophet.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. You have hadith, which is someone writing about the sayings of the prophet. So he didn't write it himself. So the Gospels is the account of
I'm
people.
asking, what's the revelation of Jesus?
Oh,
Did Jesus spoke to God
yeah,
or Father or whatever you want to call
yeah.
it?
Jesus could speak to God,
So he spoke the word of God to people.
but he was God. So it was revelation. If Jesus is God,
So you
because
think
remember we
Jesus is-
believe Jesus is God, right?
How?
Yeah, but let's not
I'm
go there.
asking how.
But no, but let's get to the.
Make me
I'll
understand.
answer
Make me
that.
understand.
But yeah, I will answer that. But first, if God speaks, that is revelation, right?
Yeah.
So if Jesus is God, that would be revelation.
That will be revelation,
Okay.
of course,
That's-
according
that's
to your
all-
belief.
Yes, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So now, in terms of
But you have to prove he's God, no? Then I can believe his, what he says.
how
is
would you like
revelation.
me to believe, show you that he's God?
I have fresh mind, open mind. I will just listen to you.
Okay.
The way you want to say things.
Come to Jesus, man.
Make me.
Okay. Let's
Like a question.
No
That's what I
problem.
can do.
Okay. Let's go. Where's my-
Did Jesus himself say he's God?
He didn't need to. No, he didn't.
Why not? He did not.
No.
Never.
No.
Then why do you believe when he was God?
because he told people he was God in a roundabout
what
way.
I'm asking.
No, but he didn't say those exact words.
Okay, he said, me and God is one. That's what he said.
Oh, so you know some of the passages.
No, some guy told me, okay, please don't do that.
Revelation
Should you from the shoulder?
So let me ask you this.
I know a little about Christianity.
Who is the Alpha and Omega?
Doesn't matter. These are words.
It's words.
Is it in Aramaic or these words in Aramaic?
Let me just throw a question back at you. The Quran is in Arabic and it quotes Jesus.
It doesn't quote Jesus.
It quotes Jesus.
It talks about Jesus.
No, but Jesus, because Allah will say to Jesus, did you tell people to worship me besides
No one else.
yeah, and Jesus replies, yes.
He is telling Muhammad in his language, but he understands. He's not talking
So
to
when
Jesus.
Jesus speaks, it's not in his original language, and you're okay with that. But then when I have the Bible, you want it in the original language.
You're not getting the point.
Let me.
I'm saying if
Yeah.
someone talks to me
Right.
in my language,
Yeah.
my language is Kashmiri.
Okay.
I'm from Kashmir.
Right.
If someone talks to me in Kashmiri and
Right.
talks about you,
Yeah.
it means he will talk to me in my language,
Okay.
not in your language.
Okay.
But if someone talks to you
Right.
and your first language is not English, it's
Right.
say Zulu
Right.
or any other language, if he talks to you about me,
Right.
what language will he use? Your language, the one
Right.
you understand.
But the point
Not
is,
the one.
yeah. But the point is, you can still translate it into another language.
Translation
now.
is different thing. I'm not asking about that.
Yeah.
You can translate in 100
Yeah.
of.
So the Bible, the Gospels were written in Greek.
They were not written in Greek.
Yes,
they
they
were
were.
in Aramaic.
No, they weren't.
Where was Jesus born?
He spoke Aramaic, but the Gospel writers wrote in Greek because they could
That's a
speak.
different thing. That's not my point.
Okay.
I can
Okay.
write.
Yeah.
A person living in Britain can write gospel in English.
Right.
Doesn't mean that's the real.
But that's your assumption that it's not the real one. Is my point.
It's not the real one.
You would have to
So
provide.
do you
Who
think-
told? But why would you believe it's not the real one? Is my point.
Because you're telling me.
No.
If something is in its original scripture.
If I understand Kashmir
Yeah.
and you speak in Kashmir and I write it in English, is that not the original? Why?
It's a translation.
But it's still summarizing what you
You
said.
cannot translate exact words into exact different language. It has
Okay.
to be spoken in your own language.
So do you
Just
speak
like-
Arabic?
No, I don't.
So then how do you understand the Quran?
Understanding some language with meaning is different than God telling the prophet
So you see,
talk to people.
So you see the exceptions you're making for yourself.
not
You
making
can.
exceptions.
So I've said.
But I can learn Arabic.
Yeah, but you haven't.
I understand basic
So
Arabic.
how can you know? Do you believe the Quran is is a miracle in terms of eloquence?
No, that's a different thing.
No, but I'm just
first
asking.
you if Jesus spoke Aramaic, why is
Yeah.
Aramaic Bible?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Because God spoke to
I'm
him.
saying to you, the people that around him that could understand the language written in Greek.
Did they not understand Aramaic?
Yes, they did.
Why didn't they
That's-
write it in Aramaic?
Because
Do you know what's red?
let me
do you know
explain
what's
to
red
you.
letter Bible?
Do you know what Hellenization is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you know what's red letter Bible?
No, but answer
No,
the.
I'm asking. Do
No,
you know
but
what's red
I'll
letter
answer
Bible?
you. But this will answer your
I'm asking,
question.
do you know what's red
No,
letter
but this will answer your question. Do you know what Hellenization is? Hellenization was basically the ability of the Israelite Empire was under Greek rule. So Hellenization is like people from Kashmir can speak English because English has become the lingua franca of most global people.
Yeah.
So at the time, Greek was a very dominant language. That's why people could speak Aramaic.
In Arabic, Quran
Yes.
is saying just like it was revealed. I'm asking you the same question.
No, it's not. You don't have the original Quran.
You have that, isn't it?
No.
What else is
What
it?
is an Aruf?
Had it been that we have two different Qurans,
Yes.
you would have found it anywhere in the
But
world.
we do. You
There's
don't.
only one version of Quran.
No, there isn't. Do you,
Let me prove it to you by simple
do you know what
by
the-
simple thing.
do you-
By simple thing. There are a lot of Muslims here.
Right.
I don't know any of them.
Right.
Not a single person I know.
Okay.
Just a moment. Are you Muslim?
What country
here.
are you from? What
Which
country?
country are you
Which
from?
country?
Come
Oman.
here. Just a minute. Just a moment. Just one question. That's it. Okay, here. How many versions of Quran are there? Versions.
Versions. Okay.
I don't know this guy.
So if I show you something contradictory from
Show
your...
me.
Okay.
He said there are multiple versions of Quran. I said I can call any Muslim. I don't know them.
Maybe reading.
Aha, you see?
Reciting.
Yes.
Reciting. But
You
that's
see?
recite.
Right.
See,
So now
the
wait,
way-
wait,
the
wait,
way-
wait,
the way I
wait,
speak-
wait,
the way
wait,
I speak
wait.
English right now.
Now.
The way I speak English right
Right.
now. You can speak in different
Now,
words. That doesn't make
You see?
the English
Now
wrong.
now you appeal to the readers. Now let me ask you a question. Are the reading exactly the same? Or is the pronunciation...
Exact same.
It's the same meaning.
You see? So the words are different, but he's saying the
Words are not different.
You,
Who
no,
said words
you
are
said,
different?
listen to what I'm about to say. You said the meaning is the same, but the word is different.
Word is
Where you
same.
from?
Wait.
Yeah.
I,
How do you say water?
water.
How do you say water?
Water.
Is the spelling... Now let me ask you a question.
W-A-T-E-R.
Now, is the spelling the same of the words? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm
Let me
telling
show
you.
him.
Get any Quran
You
and
speak
see.
Arabic. Let me show you something. My battery's just
You
died.
can call any Muslim here and ask them how many versions of Quran there is.
You see, because he said the readings.
Words and
Because
sounds are
for
different.
example, Malik and Maliki is not the same.
Maliki Quran is not same.
One
Who
means
told you
king, and one means owner. Yes. Malik and Maliki. Yeah. One means king, and one means owner. So is the spelling of king the same as owner?
that? That's in English.
I know, but even in Arabic,
Malik and Malik.
is the spelling the same in Arabic with the diacritical marks? Answer my question, a simple question. The vowels are different. If the vowels are different, it means you have something that is not identical. So if you have something that's not identical, it means you have.
Why don't you understand
He just
that?
said the vowels are different.
Yes, but
So if the spelling is different, regardless of the
Spelling is
meaning,
not different.
my friend, listen to what I'm saying. He just listen to what I'm saying. I'll let you respond. You've just said the vowels are different. He said the meaning is owner and the meaning is king, which means they are different. So how can you have one if you have two which have different meanings? So if there's one, it means they all have the same meaning. They all have the same pronunciation.
Different words
if they
have
have
different meanings, right?
Exactly. So if you have one
word
Quran,
is same.
listen, if you have one Quran that says Malik and another Quran that says
asked me about water.
Maliki, it means it's not identical to the other one,
He asked
which
me
means
about-
you have more
he
than
asked
one.
me about water. Water in my language is called something else. Water in Arabic language is called something else.
Right.
Water in English is called something else.
Right.
Right? But the water is same.
That's not my point. My
That's what
point
they're
is,
saying.
my point, my point,
It's exactly the same word.
no, it's not.
Exactly the same word.
Is the diacritical spelling.
Listen, it's not about the spelling.
You
It's the
see,
exact
they
same
have to
word.
throw away the
No.
spelling.
Spelling
It's
is
the
same.
exact
What is
same
the
word.
meaning? What is the meaning?
It means king.
And what's the other one?
Malik, same thing. Malik, he owns it. He's
You see,
That's
owner and the king, they're not the same
No,
words.
But look,
Listen to what I'm saying.
I hear your point. Your point is,
Wait.
It's spelled different.
Wait, exactly.
Therefore, it doesn't mean the exact same
wait,
thing.
no,
It
that's
does.
not what I said.
It does.
That's not what I said. You're throwing a man in my point. My point was, if they spelt different, they cannot be seen as the same. The meaning might be saying, I'm going to grant you that. But as long as the spelling is different, you cannot say they're exactly the same. It means there's a differentiation. That means if you say there's one Quran, that means every single Quran has to be spelt the same way. Because
They're all spelt the same way.
you've just admitted that they're spelled differently.
You said the word. You didn't say about in the Quran.
So
I said in the Quran, it's spelled Malik and it's got something in the middle.
diacritical mark.
Listen,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
What it means.
So
But I'm
if
not talking about that. Like Maliki Yawm
my
al-Din.
point is, if you have
Maliki
one
Yawm al-Din
Quran
is
here and you read it Malik, and you have another Quran in Maliki,
No.
it means they're
It's
written.
pronounced different. It's only pronounced different
Why?
between two different ways of reading the Quran recitation.
It's based on the
That's it.
diacritical
No,
marks,
Recitation.
the vowelization.
Recitation.
Is it written exactly the same?
Yes.
No, it's
Every
not.
Quran is written
My
exactly.
friend, how
I
can-
guarantee you. I'll guarantee you.
Okay, first say Wallahi
Yeah.
is written exactly the same, then I'm going to show you it's different. Go on, in front of the camera.
Wallahi, I would say that. Yeah.
Go
It's
say
spelled-
Wallahi,
Maliki Yawm al-Din.
the
It's spelled that way. It's
vowelization
spelled that way.
are both exactly the same.
It's exactly the same.
All right. Do you agree with him
yes.
that the spelling is exactly
It's
the
exactly
same?
the same way. It hasn't been
Okay.
changed.
So
It hasn't
what-
been changed.
what do you-
It's only that diacritical
Okay.
mark that you're talking about that's in the middle.
You see?
That's it.
You've just condemned yourself. What did you say? The extra the mark in the middle. That means. Okay.
Nobody said that. I did not say that.
You said.
Out my mouth.
What did you say?
I said the word is exactly spelled the exact same way.
Right.
In every single Quran, and the only thing that differs is the recitation. Of the word.
How do you?
That's
okay.
it.
How do you recite the words? Based on what? When you're reading it.
Some people.
Right.
Look, in Islam. Listen.
Right.
In Islam, it's been taught to us that it could be pronounced both ways. Maliki Yawmiddin or Maliki Yawmiddin.
Based on what?
Based on the scholars that we have.
No, it's based on the text. So if someone reads it, you have.
His point was actually you have different versions of Quran.
No, there isn't. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But the word in every Quran is spelled the exact same way.
Let me just show you something.
It's only pronounced different in certain madhabs. They
this
read
is what I'm
it's
talking
the recitation that differs, nothing else. Someone says Maliki Yawmiddin or Maliki Yawmiddin, but in Islam, we can't say one word is better than the other. We say both of them work.
Okay, let me
It's
show
a
you something.
recitation. In Arabic, they have many different accents. This is the difference. If you go to Sudan, they speak different than Saudi. Saudi speak different than Yemen. Yemen speaks different than Syria.
Yeah. Right.
Speak the same language, but they basically their dialects is different. That's it. So that's why they say.
Okay, he said
Maliki
wallahi,
Yawmiddin.
you said wallahi. Now, let me show you this one. Or Ain Yazir.
What surah is this? Surah Kafir.
Now I'm gonna ask you: is the spelling with the dots exactly the same as this one? Is the spelling? That's what I'm asking you.
Let me take a look.
Okay.
Let me take a look.
So this is from the Hafs and this is the Wash. These are two different recitations. Are these the spelling exactly the same?
These are
Don't tell me the meaning.
Wait.
I'm asking the spelling.
إلا في ضلال وقال فرعون ذرني أقتله ويدعى ربه إني أخاف أن يظهر. It's exactly the same.
The spelling.
It's exactly the same.
The spelling is not
exactly the same. Wow, what are you trying to show me? This is exactly the same.
Okay.
وأن يظهر is exactly the same.
That's it.
No. No, it's just I'll show you. See this here. This is Warsh basically, and it's exactly the same words, exactly same meanings, written exactly the same way.
Okay,
it's only the writing is different.
Okay, show me
It's
where
just like
that.
how they write the letters different. That's all. It's exactly the same word. It could be read exactly. Wallahi.
Different writing.
Wait. Wallahi, it's exactly the same word and it's not different. I guarantee you, anyone here that speaks Arabic, read Arabic. I do. That's exactly the same word. Wallahi, it is.
Okay.
Go back to the meaning. It's exactly the same meaning as well.
I didn't say the meaning. I said the spelling.
وأرجلكم exactly the same thing. إلى الكعبين وإن كنتم
Wait.
وإن كنتم everything is exactly the same.
Bro.
Wallahi, look.
So okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
There's a diacritical mark, right?
Okay.
Where is it on this one? Above the line.
Under.
So it's under.
Yeah.
So it's moved.
No. See. Look. It's
that causes the difference in pronunciation. Is my point.
That's
exactly.
Not the meaning though.
I didn't
it's
say. Where did I say? Where did I say?
Wait. I'll give you an example. Wait.
Where did I say the meaning?
Please. About the water.
Wait.
We
Listen.
You say water.
Listen. Have you?
Bro,
Listen.
these guys are so-
No. Wait. Have you been to Liverpool? Have you been to Liverpool? Manchester? None. They all speak the exact same English, but their pronunciation for the words is different. So does that differ from the meaning?
I'll tell you why.
It's just dialect.
I'll tell you why.
Accents.
I'll tell you why. For example, in English,
accents. It's down to
if we
accents,
say
by the way.
organization, in English we use an S. In America they use a Z. So the meaning is the same, but the spelling is different. So that means when you look at the two, they're two different. That's my point.
No.
So if you're saying the Quran is exactly the same, that means there is no.
Listen,
if the Quran,
you're talking about what's written on top of the letter.
Okay,
or under the
all right.
letter.
Okay, let me.
The meaning and the word is exactly the
bro,
same.
You're straw manning my point.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: is every Quran written letter for letter, dot for dot, exactly the same?
Yes. Dot for dot. Yes.
You've just said the dot moved to the
That's
bottom.
not the dot. This is the dot.
Okay.
This is no. You're talking about the mark.
Wait,
it's not a dot.
guys. Now, look at this word. Is there a line at the top of that one?
That's not a thing though. It's
No.
not a dot.
I said it's a line. Is that line still there? at the top.
أرجلكم وأرجلكم.
It's moved.
Just under.
Has it moved?
No, it's not gone. It's gone down.
So which verse is it?
So has it moved? Has it moved?
Surah?
But what's this?
This is the mean. Wash your feet, or wash your head and your feet.
It's exactly the same, bro.
Wait. I've asked you a simple question.
I'm saying which surah
That
is
line, is it
chapter
on?
is that? You're showing us a picture.
Is it still there?
Is everything the same picture?
Just say yes or
Which surah is that?
Akhi, listen to me.
my friend. I'm asking this. He said every Quran is exactly the same.
Dot for dot.
I've shown him, and the
That's
dot
for
has
though.
moved.
That's dot for dot.
So how's it
No,
exactly?
it's
That's what I
not.
asked
No,
you.
listen.
So if I've got two Qurans
okay.
and the dot moves,
I
how
got
is
you,
every
I got you,
Quran
I got you.
exactly
Listen,
the same?
Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. Now, if I say,
Because when you
wait, I'll show you where the difference is.
but let me just make my point. Because let me just listen to
letter
what I'm
has not
about
been
to say.
changed, the word has not been changed. Nothing has been changed. You're just talking about a mark
No,
on
but
top.
wait.
It's just a
Basic,
mark.
bro.
It's accent, different
Exactly.
accent.
That's what causes a
accent.
change in the
Quran.
recitation.
Where did you get this
You
from?
don't understand it.
I've just taken a screenshot. So you have.
So this is the
Yeah,
Quran. This is the
no,
different one.
this is a.
This is the different
Yeah,
one.
this is the Hafs Quran. This is the Susi Quran. Because you know in
Warsh.
Morocco.
And this is house.
Yeah, in Morocco
just
they use
accent, different
the
accent.
Wash Quran. So they use that's the different recitation.
Oh, listen, that's what I'm saying to you. Recitation,
Right.
accent, that's it. Nothing else.
Right.
Exact same word, exact same meaning.
Listen.
Where do we differ?
Listen to what I said. You said every Quran is exactly the same.
Yes.
Forget the meaning.
Yes.
Let's start with how it looks. I'm gonna break it down because you guys are. Listen to what I'm saying.
Brother, you're not even.
Wait.
You're not even trying to understand.
No, I know, but okay.
It's like I'm saying. Wait. In Liverpool, if you go there, alright, kid. We both know what that means. Alright, kid. It's actually English, but they pronounce it different because they have a different accent to us. This is a different accent. It has nothing to do with the Quran being changed.
Let's
The
go.
letter's
Let's
exactly the
simplify
same.
it.
Words,
Let's
everything.
simplify it. Simplify it.
Yeah.
What? Recite. What's the meaning of this?
Okay. Here it says, وَقَالَ Pharaoh said,
Yeah.
let me kill Moses.
Yeah.
And let his God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let his God.
Yeah.
وَلْيَدَعْ رَبَّهُ إِنِّي أَنَا أَخَافُ أَنْ يُبَدَّلَ دِينَكُمْ وَيُظْهِرَ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَسَادًا. So I want to kill him so he doesn't change what you believe in already.
And
does that make sense?
and he says and
to show.
Yeah.
And like as in to show.
Right.
See, it's exactly the same word.
And, right. So this one-
وَإِن وَأَن يُظْهِر.
And this one he
It's
says or.
It's exactly the same.
But wait. Let's clarify. Does he say or in this one?
No. See the meaning of both of them.
Wait, just
it's and.
It doesn't
And
matter,
it's
even
not
if it is
or.
different.
Wait.
Even if it is different, it doesn't matter.
It does.
No. Let me say something. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ,
Right.
there's also a hadith where he said that the Quran was revealed in 7 ahraf.
See?
So the ahraf can be different. There were. And
Okay, go on.
This is in.
I know. I'm
most
aware of this.
authentic-
I'm aware of
Most
this.
authentic.
I'm
hadith
aware of
that
this.
and
Get to your point.
he's
There's
saying-
this guy called Marjan van Putten. He's a
Yeah.
atheist or agnostic.
I'm aware of
this guy.
him.
Yeah, and he has accepted it.
No.
Yes.
Are you aware of Haitham Sidki and?
Like it doesn't matter, man. This guy
Okay,
has
you see.
accepted
Why is he accepted?
Essentially, the Quran is almost 100% preserved.
Almost.
Yeah.
I thought Muslims say it is preserved.
Yeah,
It is preserved.
It is
He
preserved.
he said almost.
Almost
In your
100%.
belief.
You talk about that one guy.
But in our.
But he's appealing to him, not me.
But my point is.
So a scholar has said that the
It is preserved, even if there are a few words different in those ahraf. And the reason is.
few words different.
Not few words.
I'm aware of the scholarship, and that's why he said yes, it is because this is what the scholars have said, and I'm aware of. I can tell you all the
Because there were
scholars.
7 ahraf in
Yeah.
which it was revealed, so it doesn't matter to us. Yeah.
So he's admitted.
Perfectly preserved.
He ain't admitted anything.
I-
you want to understand what you want to understand. I'm
No,
saying to you.
I know the scholar he's
I'm
talking
saying
about.
to you,
I know
you're
the
saying this-
scholarship.
Listen, you said is the word changed. I said to you the word has not been changed. Not one word in the Quran has been changed.
Yeah, it hasn't
right?
been changed.
The only thing that was different is one recitation is different than the other recitation
Does-
by accent. That's it, nothing else.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
No, but he wasn't talking about ahraf.
Okay, let me ask
He's
you,
not talking about ahraf. He's talking
my
about
friend,
recitation.
your
Words
scholars.
and house.
Even
your,
if
is it?
even
Let
if
me
it doesn't
let me just
matter.
inform you something. Your scholars do not know the difference between aruf and qira'at. That's why Yasir Kadi.
No, they do.
They don't.
No, they
Because
do,
according
they
to
do.
No, they don't.
They've taught us that. How can you say that?
This is why, for example, I'm sure you've all seen the Muhammad hijab discussion with Yasser Qadi, and he said, if I give you a blank mushaf,
I'm sorry, I don't go back to any of them. I go to the original.
Do you know more than Muhammad hijab?
I don't know more than anyone.
Do you know more than Muhammad hijab?
I don't know more than anyone.
Okay.
I don't know more than anyone.
Okay, give me one scholar that agrees with you.
I guarantee.
Give me the name of the scholar.
If you go back.
I'm asking you, give me the name of the scholar.
If you go back to any of the hadith, you will see the qira'at, the citation between Warsh and him is different.
What the Quran has said, it is preserved according to the Quranic definition of preservation.
Which is what?
That is all that matters.
Show me in the Quran the definition of preservation.
Which is basically that.
Show me in the Quran.
Preserving the hearts of
I want someone to show me. Show me that Quran verse, because Al-Tabari said there are different interpretations of what it means.
The current form that it is today,
yes,
it is preserved.
Show me the definition. You said according to the definition.
God has promised.
Show me the
Quran.
Just show
Pull
me.
any Quran. Pull any Quran. Any Quran.
We don't need a definition. What's happened
You just said there was a definition. You said according to the Quran, it has been preserved. So I said, show me the verse where it shows what the definition of preservation is.
But it doesn't have a verse about that.
So how can you say it's been preserved if there's no definition?
What it is like today is
Surah Al-Buruj, man. It's so simple.
Definition.
Surah Al-Buruj.
What has happened?
Wait.
It says it will be preserved.
So what happened to Ibn Masud's codex? Because if you've been looking at
I know what you're talking
right, so please inform everyone what Ibn Masud's code. Why? Where's his Quran?
It doesn't matter.
Was his this? Okay, let me ask you this question, because you named Van Buren. Do we have Ibn Masud's Quran? Is it exactly the same, letter for letter, dot for dot, as the? Don't answer my yes or no. Is Ibn Masud's Quran letter for letter, dot for dot, exactly the same as the Hafs Quran, according to the scholarship? You can't answer it. I asked you a simple question, yes or no?
You're not understanding the
no,
point. We have 7 Arab.
Yeah, don't worry. I just fair. You can have 7. I'm just asking a simple question.
But you know.
No, but you see, you know the truth, but you don't want to admit it. I've asked you a simple question.
I'm saying
okay.
It's one of the Arab, so it doesn't matter.
But that's not what my question was. My question was Ibn Masud's codex, word for word, letter for letter, exactly the same as the one? That's not my question.
It's one of the Arab.
That's not my question.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
I'm asking you a simple question, because they say that, you see, he's running away. Because the point is, thank you, it wasn't, because all my point was, they keep saying every Quran is letter for letter, exactly the same. And at least he's admitted that it wasn't, because that is a misconception amongst Muslims.
We don't care because the Quran is not in one recitation.
Yeah, but Ibn Masud's codex wasn't even a recitation.
Yeah, but we don't care. It's one of
but listen to my argument. If you're saying every Quran is exactly the same,
that's people who don't know. Listen.
No, I'm saying, listen. If you make a claim, they made a claim that there's one Quran, and that Quran has been preserved. So I asked them about Ibn Masud's Quran. Was it different? If it's different, then you cannot say every Quran is exactly the same. That's point one.
It's good that you're doing the Quran more than your own book. Doesn't mean you're an expert on it.
Pardon?
The difference in Ibn Masud.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was?
There were chapters. He had different surahs. He had 100 and, if I'm correct, it's either 117 or 118 surahs.
Where do you have it? Where's this evidence?
He studies the Quran every night.
Where's the evidence?
Midnight.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
It's good, bro.
Okay, let me show you.
It's good you study the Quran every night.
Because what my point is, Muslims have been lied to, because even your own Islamic sources tell you this. But because modern day people in the park, they lie, most Muslims don't even know what their own sources say.
He knows his stuff. He studies it every night.
Well, let's stick on the Quran.